What is up, everybody? My name is Kaika44. Hope you're having a really good day. I'm having a really good day. Let's get started. Today's topic is going to be feminism, and we're going to talk all about feminism and how, well, you'll see. Personally, I do not support feminism for many reasons, but today we're just going to kind of dumb it down and we're going to talk about the main points. So, the first reason why I'm not for feminism is because they're not for equal rights. They always claim that they are, but they're not. The dead giveaway is their main center point is the patriarchy. This evil patriarchy. And it's complete crap. There's legally there's no rights that a man has that a woman does not. In fact, it's kind of the other way around. Women have way more rights than men do. We're not complaining too much about it. But that's your dead giveaway that they're not for equal rights. Another reason why I'm not for feminism is because right now they're fighting for first world issues that are very trivial. Like Anita Sarkeesian is fighting over game characters, and a lot of them are doing TV characters where they're over sexualized. Well, men have the same issue too. I mean, we're over sexualized in our movies, or women. It sells. What do you expect? It's a consumer economy. We like looking at things that look good. I mean, we're very visual. But they also have the thing about female body image. Female body image, males have the same problem. Like, have you seen He-Man and the Hulk and all these other superheroes that Marvel's throwing out there? We have bad images too. We can't live up to those standards. Women have the same issue. I mean, it's not biased towards one people. We all have the same thing. If you want to fight against it, fight against the image of both people. That's how you do it. That's how you do it fairly. And one last nitty gritty thing about this is another first world issue, by the way, is that they're claiming that opposing views are hate speech. This is one of my pet peeves. I still believe that everybody has a right to speak. Apparently, most feminists do not. Now, I say most because this is what I see online. I'm probably going to dig into this deeper later on, but every time that there's an opposing view, it's automatically hate speech or they go against it. They can't accept somebody else's point of view as just their point of view and critique it like adults. Another reason why I'm not with feminism is because they're affecting college. Now, the modern day college, there's things like safe spaces and trigger warnings, and everything is so sensitive, and nobody can have room to grow anymore. Everything is so politically correct. I believe this is detrimental to our progression in society. It's not helping us at all, just being coddled and no new ideas. The whole point of college is to go there and learn and expand your horizons and have new ideas. You're supposed to be, experiencing these new things and be exposed to different points of view and things that challenges your current view of the world. That's what college is supposed to be. In addition to learning all your other stuff and getting a degree, but college is supposed to be a learning experience, and you get these new things that change who you are. That's where you become your own person. Um, that's why I don't like it. Safe spaces, you're just being coddled and sheltered from opposing points of views. You're just going after whoever told you that point of view. You don't get to experience anything else. Another thing is trigger warnings. They have trigger warnings for everything. There's even trigger warnings for trigger warnings. It's complete crap. I mean, I get that there are people that do have anxiety and people who have PTSD, and it does make sense to give people warning if they're going to completely freak out and they're not going to be able to function for a little while. But most of these trigger warnings are for very trivial things. There's going to be racism in this book, or this pamphlet's going to talk about this other subject that somebody might be sensitive about. Now, that kind of stuff is, to me, it's just trivial. It doesn't it's not really going to affect you. You need to experience it. It's part of life. You need to experience that. Yes, there was racism in the past, and there's probably some still going around now, but we're getting better as we go. But yes, you need to learn about what happened in the past, even though you might be sensitive to it. Now, again, with the anxiety and PTSD thing, yes, that is a thing. It exists. People do have it, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you're going to put trigger warnings all over everything, it's going to make those conditions worse. Trigger warnings will just coddle the person. They'll never get exposure to it, and their symptoms will get more and more severe and be more and more sensitive to it. You have to enable these people to experience it. And I know people who have anxiety and PTSD. And yes, all of their counselors will tell you they have to experience it. But you have to have people there to support them in the event that something does happen. That's how it's supposed to be handled. The next thing is rape culture. Rape culture, in the first world's perspective, does not exist. Now, I say first world because there are places like Syria and in the Middle East where yeah, there's extreme rape culture. But in those third world countries, there is rape culture. It does exist where women will be sold off as slaves, and if they don't, perform their so and so duties, they'll be executed if they don't have sex with the man. Which that in itself is terrible, and that's real rape culture. Which we're feminists on that. They should be fixing that, trying to do all they can on top of those issues. Those are major issues. Women are getting killed over not having sex. That's extreme rape culture. But in the first world's eyes, we don't have rape culture. We actually have the exact opposite. They just fail to admit it. In over here in the U.S., if you are accused of rape, you go through a lengthy trial process. If you are found guilty of rape, you go to jail. There is nothing to say about it. It's you go to jail, and it's horrible. Now, even if a man is falsely accused of rape, his life is ruined. He will lose his job. He can't be seen around anybody. He can't socialize. I mean, your life ends if you're even accused of rape here. So remind me again how there's a rape culture in first world countries like the U.S. I mean, it's not an easy thing here. We don't take it lightly. It's not trivialized like it is in the Middle East. But yeah, rape culture here is not a thing. Now, I personally do believe that if you do falsely accuse somebody of rape, you should be punished for it. Currently, you can accuse whoever you want. There is no punishment for it. You could just go out and do it. It's how it is. It's terrible. But there's no repercussions for it. You don't get in trouble. They just go, oh, okay, yeah, he didn't do it. Okay, good. But the person's life, person who you accused, they're still stuck in this rut of I was accused of rape. I don't have a job. I can't, make money, and I'm gonna lose my house. That's what it can lead to, and it's terrible. I don't get why there's no repercussion for that. So it works just like YouTube's copyright notices. Any company can go in and just say, yeah, I have a copyright on top of this video. The video has nothing to do with any of the copyrights, which I've had that before in the past where somebody has placed a copyright on my video, and there are these small little companies that just place them on there to make money, and they make money off your video. It's kind of the same thing. Don't take that super literally, okay? That's just my analogy. So, in conclusion, I do think that feminism should support both men and women, which they claim to, but they're not really doing. Being as we get protested when we try to talk about men's rights, just for conferences. They can't even entertain the thought of that. But yeah, they should fight for women in developing countries. And to move past that, they should be positive role models for women in the future and set an example. If they want to change the world, they should start talking to the future generations and saying, hey, why don't you go into a STEM field? There's not a lot of women in there. You could really make a difference. Encourage the next generation to do better and to be the people you want to be, which, personally, again, I don't think there's anything wrong with women not being in STEM. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be in STEM. It's great. I know lots of women in STEM. But there's nothing wrong with abstaining from STEM if they don't want to do it. You should be able to do whatever field you want to go into. That's how it should be. And just how it's been doing for the last, I don't know how many years. Men prefer to go into fields like STEM and labor and things like that, while women chose to do nursing and all these things, which is perfectly fine, or even staying at home. There's nothing wrong with that. Even dads can stay home too. There's nothing wrong with any of those choices. So that's all I got for you guys today, guys, and I'm out. I'll see you guys later.